1, 2, 3, come on.
Welcome back to my channel. It's Alicia Renee, and in this video we are talking about abundance. All right, now before I go any further, I know you guys know what I'm going to ask you guys to do. Go ahead and like and subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you never miss one of my videos. And in today's video, we're talking all about abundance today. Now, if you have never ever heard of anything like this before, I don't know where you've been, but I am on this journey and I am learning, so I want to share with you guys what I have been learning. So we want abundance, correct? Abundance meaning more of, more than enough. It isn't just, when you think of the word abundance, what do you think? Do you just think like, oh, a little bit? No. When you think abundance, you think so much more and then some. That's what we are speaking over ourselves this year and every year moving forward. Now, I know that you guys have heard, maybe you haven't, but if you aren't a Christian, let me give you some biblical context, that life and death lie in the power of your tongue. Meaning, what you speak literally will become. That's basically what it means. Whatever you say out into the atmosphere, out into the heavens, out into the world, whatever you say is going to actually happen to you. So we are speaking abundance over ourselves, abundance in our finances, abundance in our families, in our relationships. We are speaking abundance in everything. You guys are going to get sick of hearing me say abundance, but I don't care, because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about increasing our territories and increasing our lives. This is the time, not next year, but this is the year right now where you need to change your thinking and align yourself with where you want to be. Because we are only going to be operating in the highest vibration for our life so that we can receive the abundance that we are talking about. Because here's the thing. Nobody wants to be mooching off somebody for the rest of their lives. Nobody wants to feel like they have less than. Have you ever woken up and thought, this is not it? We are operating at our highest vibration so that we can be able to catch the abundance that it is that we're talking about. You cannot be successful if you're sitting with the impoverished mentality. So what do you need to do? You need to focus your thoughts on abundance. This is what I want each and every one of us to do every single day when we get up first thing in the morning. I want you, if you pray, I want you to pray. If you meditate, I want you to meditate. But what I want you to think on is abundance. Getting your thoughts, and which will set the tone in the atmosphere for the rest of your day. And keep your thoughts purely on abundance. Now, this may be hard when you're trying out, when you first starting out, because as you are putting it out into the atmosphere that you want more, you will be tested on the very thing that you say that you want. So I'm not saying that all throughout your day you won't be met with situations that are going to upset you or they're going to derail you. But what I'm telling you is that you need to focus your mind on abundance. Focus your thoughts and your energy and everything on having the life that you want. And here's the thing. When you are on your journey for abundance, guess what's going to happen? You're going to find that there are people in your life who don't want you to have abundance. Which is weird, right? Everybody you would think would want to be more successful, would want to have more money, would want to have a better lifestyle. But it isn't until you literally start to work on yourself and work on having abundance when you realize who really isn't trying to do that. Who is okay with living very mundane and has no problem trying to discourage you from doing the things that you want. And honey, we leaving all that behind. We are moving and executing. You see the slow dance? You see, I promise I can dance, but that was my little, we moving. This is what I'm talking about, guys. You need to wake up every single day and think, you know what? I'm going to get it. I'm going to go after that job. I'm going to do that thing. If you want to be an entrepreneur, find out and learn what you need to do and learn from several people. And it doesn't matter who's in your ear, whether it's your husband or your wife, whether it's your children, whether it's a family member, whether it's your mom, your dad, a long lost cousin that you haven't really talked to in forever. And all of a sudden they find your phone number and they're like, girl, what you doing? And you're like, oh, I'm trying to be an entrepreneur. And they're like, oh, you know what? The whole market is overly saturated. Like, I don't think you want to do that. If you want to sell eyelashes, girl, go sell some eyelashes. If you want to go sell some hair, honey, sell that hair. And don't let anybody stop you. Do not let anybody stop you, because we are operating in abundance. Every single day that you wake up, I want you to speak at least 5 affirmations over yourself. Affirmation is literally just something that you tell yourself repeatedly over and over again that helps you live and increase your vibration so you live and you feel better. Like, I am beautiful. I am worthy. I am strong. I can endure. I am enough. Say these things over yourself so much until you literally believe it, and then it becomes you. Because here's the thing, your mind is such a powerful organ, more powerful than you could possibly even imagine. Take this for example. Have you ever thought about something that disgusts you and then you literally feel sick? Have you ever, in any capacity, have you ever done that? Have you ever thought about something that smelled terrible and then it was almost as if you could smell it and you're just like, oh God. That's because you are literally using your mind, which is the most powerful organ that you have. You are using it and it is manifesting itself in the present. So you're thinking a thought and it is literally manifesting itself and your body is reacting to that. That's what we have to do for abundance. We literally have to get to a place where what we think, what we say, what we speak literally becomes us. So you have to be careful what you say. Don't say, man, I'm broke. Say, oh man, right now, my finances is working themselves out so that I can be able to do what I want. Don't say that you're broke because you're cursing yourself. You are cursing yourself to be broke. Just flip it. Just be like, oh man, right now my finances they geared up. They getting their thing up. Because you know how like when you start a car up, you don't just put, even if you have a low key boop, it has to like brrr, it has to brrr, right? I mean, I'm no car expert and I'm not a mechanic. I'm pretty sure that little sound effect and little finger roll thing that I did is not a literal term that people use for cars. I'm holding on to this. Anyway. I need you, me, all of us to speak over our lives, to speak over our children's lives, nothing but abundance. And when you speak this over yourself and you write out these different affirmations to yourself and you start to feel good about yourself, then you start to move. So while you're saying these things to yourself, believe it. Believe it and don't let anybody stop you from what you're doing because people are going to try to stop you. You have to be focused and determined that you are going to live in abundance. And then while you're speaking these things over yourself, then you need to be working. What is it that you want to do? Are you an artist? Do you want to put your artwork out there? Then you figure out what you need to do to be successful. I am a part of several different clubs and several different organizations that help you become entrepreneurs, that help you with e-commerce, like businesses and all these different kind of things, because I feel like you should learn from many different sources on how to be successful so that you can become successful. And one of the things somebody said was, if you want to be, let's say you want to be, for me, for instance, I am an artist and I create art. Let's say you want to become like artist of the year. Let's say that's an award, artist of the year. What would it take to become artist of the year? What would I need to do? How many items would I need to sell? How many people would I need to network with? How would I project my work out into the world so that I could become artist of the year? Think about what would it take for me to get to that moment and then execute it. If that means that I need to start very small on a very small scale where, okay, well, I need to get paints. I need to get paintbrushes. I need to get canvases. I need to get pencils. I need to get all this kind of stuff. Okay, cool. So that's just the beginning building blocks. You need to get the materials that you need in order to even start to create anything. Okay, cool. So once you have that done on the back end, then what do you need in order for you to become artist of the year? How do you need to market yourself? Okay, well, maybe I need a website. Maybe you aren't ready to handle a website because that's a huge financial investment. Maybe you could do something a little bit on the cheaper, and that's absolutely free. Create you a TikTok page, create you a Facebook page, a Twitter page, create you an Instagram page. This is free advertisement. These are the things that you could do to elevate yourself to become where you want to be. You have to be so determined that you want to live a life of abundance, that you eat, you sleep, you breathe it, you dream it. You speak it out into the atmosphere, and then you work that so that your words do not return back to you void. Because when it goes out, it goes to God's ears, it goes to the universe, whoever you want to add in or associate it with. When you speak those things, it goes out, and you don't want to return back to you void. So let's say, for instance, here, perfect example of how I missed something and I won't do it again. My mother wanted a jacket to be created, right? I created the jacket on it. She wanted the word queen. She wanted queen on the front. She wanted queen on the sleeve. And I put this beautiful black woman on the back of her thing. No face, just on the back with a beautiful afro. Do you know she wore it when she went to go travel and got several compliments on it as she went to work? And these people were like, oh, where'd you get that from? Who made it? Oh, my daughter made it. Does she have a business card? Does she sell this? Does she do other things? And because I was not prepared to handle when the universe brought it back to me, that was me wasting my gift, my talent, because I didn't get money from that. My mom didn't pay me for that jacket. I did it because I love her and I wanted her to have it. And I love creating things. But that was me, the universe returning it back to me, and I wasn't prepared for it. So no, as we speak abundance over ourselves, abundance over our lives, abundance over our children, you also prepare for that abundance and you learn from so many different people. And abundance literally starts in your mind. You have to rework the way that you think about things. You literally have to realize that what you visualize can literally be manifested, and all you have to do is say it. I am a part of this beautiful group. It's called FEA, Female Entrepreneurship Association, and the owner and creator, her name is Carrie Green. She shared her story when I joined into the 21-Day Fearless Challenge, which was an amazing challenge. I encourage so many of you, especially if you're women, to go ahead. I don't think they let men join because it's a female entrepreneurship thing. But if they do, you guys can go ahead and check it out. They are on Facebook. I also found them on Instagram, FEA, Female Entrepreneurship Association. Go check them out. They're awesome. It's worth it. But anyway, she shared a story with us that while she was living her life, she was manifesting herself. She said she literally took one of like her bank statements and scribbled out what was there, and she put $1 million on it, and she would look at it every single day, and she would imagine what it felt like to have $1 million in her bank account, and she would think what it would feel like when she saw that in her bank account. That's why she looked at her statement, because so many times, because we know everything is right there on our hands, she opens up her phone and boop, there you go. It may not say it at the beginning, it might say $10, it may say $100, but eventually it's going to say $1 million, and you're going to be working towards that. But you can manifest it right now just by changing the way that you think, because you're opening yourself up for abundance. And here's the thing, when I said don't let it return back until you void, as you are opening yourself up to receive all that life has to offer, you have to be also doing the work so that when it returns to you, because it's going to return, are you ready to receive it? That's why you got to change your mind, and you have to learn from so many different people. We are focusing on abundance, guys. You do not have to wait for a specific date to start doing this. Do it right now. I want you guys, when you get off of this video, go create a vision board, or go create a journal, a notebook or something. Write down your dreams, write down your goals, write down your life. Just put your life story down. Do you love the way that you're living? Do you love the relationships that you have? Do you love where you live? Do you love what you're doing? If you have a job, or if you're not working, what do you want to be doing? Write the vision, make it plain, and then execute it. And while you're doing that, keep your thoughts in pure places. Keep your thoughts happy. Keep your thoughts thinking about abundance. Keep them in a positive space, because I promise you, it will not come back to you void. And you might be thinking, Alicia Renee, why are you so hyped? I'm hyped because it is literally like a light bulb went off into my head, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I literally am in charge and in control of my future. I'm in charge of my family's future. There are so many people who are going to be connected to me that are going to be blessed because of where I'm going. And you can say, well, Alicia, are you living the way that you say you want to be living? No, right now I'm not, but I'm going to be. Yes, I am. You guys are going to see the proof of everything that I am manifesting. And it doesn't matter. I don't need to see it right now, because I know that it's working. Because I'm working. I'm doing my part, and the universe is going to do its part. God is going to do his part. I say universe because there's so many people who aren't specific to any religion or anything. And so I believe it's God, but I also say universe because I do understand that not a lot of people are Christians and they don't celebrate it, and that's fine. That's on you. So we're just going to say the universe. We're going to throw it out there to the heavens, to the universe, and it returns back to you. We're going to throw it out to God, and it's going to return back to us. I'm so hyped because I feel like we have to get this, guys. You cannot live in this existence, because I believe that God gives gifts to each and every single one of us. And you cannot let those gifts die being no benefit to you. Have you ever noticed that you're good at math? You're good with numbers. You're good at budgeting. You could turn that into something that benefits your family financially. Whether you become an accountant, or whether you become a financial advisor, whatever it is, you can use these gifts to your benefit. Are you great at makeup? Are you great at hair? Are you great at giving advice? You can literally become a life coach giving people advice. And this is a gift that God has given to you that you can turn into something tangible. You could turn that advice that you have sitting down here, all these different life experiences, these nuggets that you have gathered from people, and you could turn it into something financial. And I know some people are saying, well, are you living this? Are you living that? No, baby. Not right now, I'm not. But guess what? It's coming. It's coming because I'm speaking it, I'm saying it, I'm declaring it, I'm manifesting it in my mind, I'm writing the vision down and I'm making it plain, and I'm doing what I need to do to make sure I get here. And I cannot be in this moment in time where I'm learning what I'm learning and not sharing it with you guys so that you can have it too. Get fired up about your life. What good does it do you to sit in your house or sit wherever you are and complain about it day in and day out and day in and day out and keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again and never being fulfilled, never feeling happy, never always feeling like, man, I'm meant for so much more? Because I'm going to tell you what happened to me, and then I'm going to get off of here. Well, my son, my oldest is 12 now. When he was a baby, probably just a couple months old, I remember I was walking in Walmart. My mother had bought me this beautiful, like, trench kind of jacket. It was blue and had, like, white embroidery on it, looked like flowers. And I remember walking in the store and I said, Mom, I feel like I'm a millionaire. And she was like, all right now. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. I feel like I'm a millionaire. Like, I feel wealth. I feel it. Maybe it was a jacket. Maybe it was something in my spirit. I don't know. I don't care. I'm connecting with that feeling. And it never went away. It died down because of life situations. And, you don't really think on it. And it kind of, it simmered. It simmered and then it fizzled a little bit, but it has geared back up. That feeling that I had all that long time ago was my spirit and who I was trying to reconnect with where I need to be, because there are people connected to my life that need me to be a millionaire. And I'm working on that. I am working on putting myself and my family in a position where my status in life elevates and boosts them up so that we can be a blessing to help elevate and boost somebody else up. Because it does no good if I sit here and I boost myself up and then I die. What good does that money do? It's not helping anybody else. But if I can, in this existence of my life, boost somebody else up, you daggone right I'm going to do it. You daggone right I'm going to do it. So you could be like, oh girl, you just hype for no reason. Nah, boo-boo, watch me work. And when you see me start to elevate and I come back and do a video saying, remember when I said, don't be in your feelings. Don't get discouraged. Take that as proof and evidence that what I spoke, I was able to manifest, and you can do the same thing. We talking abundance, baby. We talking abundance. Abundance over our lives, abundance over our family. We talking about abundance over these ashy elbows. Excuse me, because I just got out of the shower. But even these elbows will come under subjection. Guys, I'm hyped. I'm so hyped, and I hope that you guys catch the fire, and I hope that you guys take this energy and run with it. Don't be afraid to hear somebody say no, because guess what? If you try something and somebody says no, or they say you aren't qualified or you don't do this, guess what? It wasn't meant for that person to be a part of your story. And a lot of times, the person who told you no wouldn't even be that beneficial as the person that tells you yes. And all it takes is one yes. You can hear 1,000,005 no's. All you need is one yes. And most of the time, that one yes is the one that's going to propel you to a place that you never even thought or even felt like you were qualified to be at. Go hard for yourself, because nobody else is. Go hard for the things that you want, because nobody else is. You go hard for all the negative things in your life. You need to go that much harder for the abundance that you want. Because I am. Listen, I love all of you guys. I wish all of you nothing but wealth and abundance. I wish that you would take this opportunity to listen to these videos that I'm creating to project you into the area of life that you want. Let us be purposeful in the conversations that we have and the things that our hands touch and create, so that we can create the abundance that we want to see in our lives and even in our communities and the people around us. Because a lot of times you don't even know the life that you're living could literally be the one thing that helps somebody get out of their depression, get out from where they were. They could say, you know what, Alicia, or whoever your name is, I did it because you did it, because I saw you, because I saw where you were, I saw how you struggled, and I saw how you made it out. And because you were able to do it and you encouraged me, I was able to do it too. And now my children know that they can do it too. And now I know their grandchildren are going to be able to do it because you did it first. And that's what our lives is supposed to be about. You have to live in abundance. And if you aren't living in abundance, then what are you doing? You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time complaining about situations that you can control, baby. So let's get it done. Let's do this work. Let's figure out how we do it. Let's figure out how we execute it and get it done. And if you need help, don't be afraid to reach out, because I don't know all the answers, but guess what? I'm not afraid to say, hey, you know what? I don't know what I'm doing. Could you help me out? And there are a lot of people who might make you pay for the knowledge that they have, and that's fine. And if you have to be realistic and be like, listen, I'm not in a position where I can pay, there are a lot of people who are giving this stuff away for free because they also realize that the value and pouring into their lives is so much more than any monetary thing. To see somebody get on their feet who literally weren't able to before, that is priceless, and that's amazing, and it's uplifting. We are speaking abundance over ourselves from this video, this moment, wherever you're seeing it, whenever you're seeing it. Nothing but abundance to you, to your family, to your atmosphere, to your situations. You speak it over yourself. Don't you dare curse yourself with negative talking. Don't you have no more negative conversations with yourself or anybody else. Don't you dare. Don't let that negativity in your space. Now, if somebody tries to bring it to you, that's one thing, but you can shut it and block it. But don't you do it yourself. You speak abundance over your life and over your family, and watch how things start to change. I guarantee you it'll start to change. You'll start to feel better about yourself. You'll start to feel better about your circumstances, and you'll see things start to shift and people coming out of nowhere who literally can be a blessing to your life. Why? Because you spoke abundance and you changed the vibration of your life, and you are now operating in an atmosphere where blessings are able to flow into you, and you are able to take hold of them and make them work for you. But you can't do it unless you do that work. So start out with that, changing your mindset, changing the way you think. Start out with that. Don't let it rest there. Don't let it die there. Start doing the work so that when it goes out and it comes back to you, it has something to come back to, so that you're not sitting here like, oh, dang it, I miss it. No, you can say, yes, I did it. I got my first sale. I got my first network. I sold my first house. I bought my first house. I'm about to have a baby. I'm about to get married. Whatever the situation is, we speak abundance over ourselves each and every day. Pick your affirmations that you need to say yourself. I am more than enough. I am worthy. I am beautiful. I am strong. I can do this, and get it done. Execute it every single day of your life. We're speaking nothing but abundance over here, baby. Nothing but abundance over here, baby. Get that mind right, and then do the work, all right? Take care of yourself and each other. Remember that a kind word goes a long way, and a kind thought changes the atmosphere and changes everything. Changes everything. Until my next video, think and be positive, and I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.